Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Anne. Hope you guys are doing great. Today, Advent calendar, day 2. So if you don't want to know what's in it, look away. Get out. Save yourself. Anyway, so I did open it up already because like I said, it's this one right here. I was not going to open these up online. There's been plenty of videos with that. I just want to create with it. And my idea was every day, open one up, look at it, and create something just with that. Or maybe I can use something with the previous one if it makes sense, right? Because you've already seen it, it's okay to use because it's just in my stash now. But today, it's something that's normally an embellishment. And I really don't think about those things that I add until after I'm done with my project. So this is challenging for me. And I mean, it's a good challenge, but it's a challenge nonetheless. I'll show you what it is now. Okay. So on day 2, you're going to receive these 4 pretty gems. Okay, they have hearts and stars in a teal color, clear, pink, and purple. All pretty colors. I mean, I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but they are very pretty. They're very good quality. And normally, I would be thrilled. But this time, since I have to create something based on this, I am a little stumped. So I'm going to look through my stash and I'm going to bring out some stuff that maybe we can create something with. Maybe we'll have to change things up a little bit as we go along, but let's try, okay? And let's get day 2 done. This time I'm not going to use the previous day because I don't see it going together right now. So maybe something else it would have, even though I could have put this on the tag. Okay, no. Let's not lose focus. Okay, let me get some stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this set from Diamond Press. And I haven't fully used like the stamps and stuff, so I figured maybe we could do something with this. And the main reason that I want to use this is because of the dies. I think since they have hearts, I can bring in some of the hearts for that set. And I think it will fit here. But I need to find a layer because I want a layer to stamp on and then use this as my background for my sentiment. I don't know if we're going to use any of these. We may use this, and I brought out these dies, which are from... I think these are, you know what, I won't even say it because I'll have to find it, but I'll post it where I got these dies from. Anyway, but I mean, you could get these in generic too, so it doesn't, you know, you can do it, and you can make them by hand, so you can do anything if you have these dies. You can easily make these. So, I know I'm rambling right now, it's because I'm thinking. I was thinking maybe I can make some of these and like hang it down and make this a ribbon die just to decorate the side. And here we could put some of those hearts, right? And then on the side, we could do something like this and put our sentiment there. And that's the thought. Hey, we may make a square card. But, yeah, let's see how we get this all together because, like I said, I'm kind of like, oh, what do I do? Okay, so let's start. Let me get some papers now that we know what we're going to use, and I'm going to bring in colors that would match this, okay? Even though everything tells me to go red, but I want to match these guys. So I'm going to get paper. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this, right? And then we could put our little gems. That's the thought. And then I brought these out so we can make the little panel that goes on here. if you're new at card making, you need to have nesting dies. They are a must. They save you from a lot of headaches. If you're in a jam, you can easily just make layers of these guys and everything looks good. That's a good die. Okay, so I brought out a card base that's, let's see, 5 by 5? A little less than 5. No, it's 5 by 5. Okay. So we're going to cut this down. Oh, there's 2 of them here. Grab one. Okay, so we're actually going to cut it a little smaller than 5 by 5 so I can put another panel underneath. So I also want to trim this just a little bit to have a nice clean edge. So I'm going to cut it, you know, let's do it maybe here. And then we'll trim off this just a little bit, just to get that little edge off. And now let's get the size because it's a square. Okay. So just about there. And now we can double check it. And I think I'm going to cut off just a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I like that edge more. So maybe another 1/8 of an inch on top. And that'll give us like endings in pink, right? So let's see there. Try to make it the same size. So it's like 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And eventually we'll have the size. Alright, so we have that going on. Okay. I also brought out some blues and some purples because I don't know what color I want to use yet. And let's put this away. Okay, so I know I'm gonna want this one purple. I mean this one gold. And should we do the blue or the purple on top? We'll cut both of them out and then we'll decide what we're gonna use. And we'll also cut this out in both colors and see what looks best, what pairs best. Okay, so I'm gonna get them cut on my cutting machine. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut out the other color, but I think the purple looks better because it's gonna pop more. So we're gonna do purple. And I cut out all of the little pieces that we're gonna need. What I didn't do is clean up properly before I came back, but that's okay. We'll just push stuff off to the side. I can take care of that later. So let's see. Hopefully this fits here. And it does. Perfect. Okay. Take this down. And doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you get that somewhere in the center. Let me get some ink. I'll be right back. Okay, so maybe we could just tie in the color with ink, right? Instead of with paper. Let me try this pool color first. And gonna stamp it a couple of times. That's pretty good. Okay, and now we're gonna bring in some black ink, and I'm gonna use black ink because I'm gonna use my VersaFine, and I'm gonna bring in the "You Are," so it's gonna say "You Are Loved." Give me 1 second. Okay, so now we're gonna ink with some black ink the "You Are." I'm gonna use black so it can really pop. Let's do that. That's so cute. I haven't used this like this yet. That's one thing I like about doing this, and I'm able to bring out the stuff that I've purchased and I haven't really dove into them 100%. And that'll go there. Isn't that cute? Alright, let's put this to the side. We're done with this. So what I was thinking, and maybe what we could do is to tie that color in, we'll cut the panel that goes back here. Instead of doing it in gold, we'll do it in that kind of a teal color, and that'll bring that in. So then this will go here, and of course I will pop this up because I wanted a little bit of a dimension, and then we can put our gold just to tie that in. And then we could put our white, which if we wanted to, we can just cut the gold down a little bit. And then we can put our gems on there so they'll pop a little bit more. That's the idea. We'll see. Things change. We may put the gems just on this. It all depends on how it looks once it's glued down. So for me to do that, I got to cut out my panel in the back so we can start gluing our layers. So I'm probably going to cut it at 4 7/8, so then I still have a little rim of white around. So I'll get that done and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna start gluing. Here we're gonna start off with our bottom layer. Trying to get it all even as possible. And if I have to add more glue, I will. But seems like it's sticking. This is a lighter cardstock. This is one from Recollections from like Michaels. So I'm not gonna go as thick with the glue because I don't want it to show. And we're just gonna find a spot and kind of maneuver everything in place. And we have that going on. So this is gonna go here, and then I'll have to trim it, which I should have done that first, but too late now. And now we're gonna add glue to this guy. And I'm gonna put some glue here just so I can get some of these edges. Right, just a little bit here, a little bit there. And I'm thinking maybe just about there. I'm not gonna think too much about it. I'm just gonna go for it. All right. So we have that. this will be popped up on some foam tape. And now I just have to see where I'm going to trim. And that's going to be just about there. And I just marked it with my nail. Very high tech. Okay. So let's see, where did I mark it? Alright. So it's just about there. And I'm gonna try to cut this as even as possible. Okay. So we have that going on. And this will be glued right here. So we're going to add that glue, and we're going to have to do this again just to get some glue in there, especially on the top and the bottom sections. And then we could add more if we need it. So we're just gonna press as we go. And I'm gonna just give that a second to set, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's dried, and I'm just seeing where if I'm gonna use this one or change it up a little bit. But for now, let's add for some foam tape into the back of this guy. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue so I can maneuver it into place. All this for some gems. But let's go just about there. But it comes together really nicely, right? So sometimes you just need the idea. And then I was figuring this one to go here, so we're definitely going to cut them down. But in order to cut it down, I'm probably going to just glue these two together. You can lift that one up on foam tape as well if you want. But I'm going to just put it flat. And I'm going to see the distance so I can have more or less the same distance all the way around. And then we can go ahead and trim it. Okay. So we have that. And let's cut this a little bit. Maybe there. I'm not sizing anything. I'm just gonna cut what I feel looks best. That's it. And sometimes that's just the best way to do it. So let me trim. And it's mainly because I don't want it to take up all of my card, all of my purple, right? I just wanted to add a little bit of color on top, something a little bit different that ties in also the gold, and some place that I can put my gems on. So we're going to do that. Let's add some glue. And then we can just put this on the top right there and kind of like center it. Okay, so just about there. So you see everything starts tying in a little bit better. And now we can put our little gems and finish this guy off. So I'm going to use blue heart, a pink heart, and a purple heart. So we're gonna put that one there. And maybe put the blue, the purple in the middle. And then the pink on top. And that's why I did a white base on that part, just so the colors can pop. And you really can't see it on camera much, but they do. And let's tie a pink in here. And the pink is because there's a lot of pink on this page, on our background. Okay. So there you have it. It's a cute card. Let me bring the lights out a little bit so you can see it a little better. So we have our gold, our purple, and our teals. And we made a card for the gems. This was a challenge, but you know what? It feels good to think outside the box, right? And honestly, I'm pleased. All right, yay. Card day 2 done. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with day 3. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.